The opinions, beliefs, and viewpoints expressed on today's radio show and their guests do not necessarily reflect the opinions, beliefs, and viewpoints of Easyway Broadcasting.
Welcome to Radio Boomers Live, the show about all things human from a baby boomer's perspective. All things hot and all things not. News, reviews, interviews, chat, text, and what's next. And here are your hosts, Reatha Gray from Betty White's Off Their Rockers, and Easy's dad, Jim Zuley.
Good morning, Radio Boomers Live, or good morning, Reatha.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Well, here we are. I mean, it's July. Did you make it through the 4th of July safely?
I did. I was very quiet on the 4th. I've had a nice, quiet holiday.
That's the way to do it. You know, it's funny how we can be in one area, and it could be so dry and sunny, and then you hear about these other areas that are being inundated with floods, record-breaking floods, you know.
I know. It's unbelievable what's happening down south.
And we got, the press releases for the awards go out July 29th, Reese. And there's over 50 nominees, 50 press, all kinds of performers. And I'll tell you, Reese, this is really going through the roof here. The high hopes.
It's happening on August 30th. It's
August 30th, yeah.
Blowing up.
You know, it's amazing how this really catches on, and it's like the snowball effect. Well, we've seen that anyway. There's so much stuff to talk about, Reith. It's going to be an exciting show, and with that, I guess it's time to move on to Hot Topic time.
Hot Topics. Ripped from the headlines, today's Hot Topic. Well, my hot topic is it's time to shop till you drop. Yeah, it's Amazon Prime Day, and everybody is jumping on the bandwagon and having all kinds of sales all over town. You can shop from your home and have it delivered. You can go out to some of the stores. Big Lots did their prime. It's not prime time for them, but they had their Friends and Family Day, and they had the great sale. I went out and bought some patio lights. Amazon, of course, has all kinds of things on sale. Their sale is going to be going on for another, let me check here, 38 hours, and they've got stuff that has, they're just amazing buys, especially on electronics on Amazon, but all kinds of stuff. But as someone once told me, you're not saving money if you're buying something you don't need. So have in mind what you want to buy before you go on there. Don't get sucked in by the sales, because there are really some fantastic sales. I know Walmart had sales, Target had sales, all the big box stores had sales in competition with Amazon Prime Day. So this is time to shop. They're calling it Christmas in July, Black Friday in July, all kinds of stuff. Get on your tablet, get on your computer, get in your car, go out and save that money. But go with what you want to buy in mind, so you don't end up, like me, being an impulse buyer and just buying all kinds of stuff. But don't forget, this is the time to do it. Okay, Jim, what is your hot topic today?
Buy stuff and fill up your house. Well,
absolutely.
The humanitarian crisis at the border, the facility is finding it difficult to keep up with so many crossing the border illegally. And Mexico has ordered thousands of troops to help with the border situations. And they're aiding with shelters down in Mexico also. And then the Trump administration moves to restrict asylum access, aiming to curb Central American migration. And the president reaches career high approval, made a notable accomplishments with the agreements that they put together with Mexico, Canada, China, Japan as far as trade balancing. and keeping the interest rates lower have helped his numbers. Iran enriches uranium to 45%, and that's breaking the deal limit because we had the situation that they can only go to a certain limit. Sanctions taking their toll on Iran, causing heavy losses in the economy due to adding sanctions also to oil and steel. Britain stops a Iranian oil tanker from going to Syria because that's breaking a sanction. That's in violation of that. And 3 Iranian ships blocked a British tanker, but that was interceded by a British warship going in the area, which made the Iranians change their mind. A verbal altercation on the road led to 2 drivers shooting at each other, and a Byron Rivera shot into the pickup truck that had a family of 4, but the pickup truck was loaded full of fireworks, and at the night of the fireworks, the pickup started on fire, and the driver pulled over, and a bypasser pulled the kids out, but then the fireworks exploded, and the children were taken to the hospital. Stevie Wonder to undergo a kidney transplant surgery in September, and Hall of Fame boxer Pernell, if you guys are into boxing, if you remember Sweet Pea Whitaker, dies after being struck by an auto. Pernell was 55. The Fed chair signals openness to cutting interest rates. Jerome Powell, Fed Reserve Chairman, took the Federal Reserve closer to cutting interest rates today basically, and it's basically tied into the trade wars with China. Now the average 30-year fixed mortgage rate is 3.95. Now remember, well, I don't know if you remember, but back when I purchased a home in '77 out in California, here the rate was 9%. So for you new buyers, this is a great opportunity. Ross Perot passed away. He was ran for president in '92, American business billionaire, founded the Electronic Data Systems, and Rip Torn, artery on the producers on the Larry Sanders Show, dies at age 88. And Joe Biden earned $400,000 as VP, but after he retired, he's making $15 million with his book and his speaking engagements, about $100,000 each. If you remember Jeffrey Epstein, the billionaire business magnate who was accused of the sex trafficking situation, posted $100 million bail. And we usually, when they set those bails, they figure they won't be getting out, but he had the cash. So we have Volkswagen rolled out its last Beetle on its assembly line as VW plant in Mexico. Amazon going AI, along with many, many others. Large Amazon warehouse will be replaced. They'll be placing the workers with high-tech procedures to distribute all their products. Dock workers in Long Beach are a little bit worried in those areas because they're making about $150,000 to $200,000 a year, and they're bringing in high-tech big companies to change all that. They're complaining, but you can't stop progress. Target is having a huge sale to compete with the Amazon Pride Day, and then we have Saturday. Well, there's a big power outage that you heard about in the west side of New York City, and about 40,000 went without power. The lionfish is causing big problems off Lebanon. The lionfish is just killing a lot of the other fish, and they say they are edible, but it's a little problem they have to work with. There you go, Reatha. There's some of the stuff for you, and there's so much more news, but I think we're out of time.
I think so. It's time for us to move right along with the word from our sponsors, and then we'll be back with our guest.
There we go.
Are you tired of doing business the hard way? Is building your business taking too much time and energy? We can help. Introducing your ultimate solution, EasyWay Business Membership. We're a full-service digital marketing solution specializing in branding and marketing, advertising, and introductions to CEOs and influencers that can help your business thrive. Problem solved. Now you can hire our award-winning team to work for your business. We've received many prestigious awards, including the Digital Trailblazer Award by Hollywood Weekly magazine, and we've been recognized by Congress. For just $11 a day, you'll get more exposure, reach more clients by next month, guaranteed. Here's how it works. You pay one low annual fee of $4,000, and you'll receive consulting, branding, marketing, advertising, social media support, product placement, and business introductions to help your business grow exponentially. And if you need more, we offer SEO, commercial, TV exposure, and much more for an additional rate. To recap, for just $11 a day annual membership fee, you'll receive branding, consulting, business-to-business introductions, advertising, and social media support. But don't take our word for it. Here's what our customers say.
We've been working with EasyWay Eric for the last 6 months, and literally we are slammed with work for 2 months straight, so his marketing definitely works.
To learn more, visit EasyWayNetwork.com or contact us at 877-399-2929. And don't forget to follow us on social media. On Facebook at EasyWay Network, Twitter at EasyWay Broadcast, and YouTube at EasyWay TV.
Boomers Forever Young is really making a name for themselves as an exciting nutritional company with products that really work. People from all over the country are starting to take notice. Their whole-person approach to health and wellness, combined with their unique array of powerful natural health products, are setting them apart from all the other companies in the nutrition industry. Their customers love the one-on-one free consultations and the results they experience. Sound a little too good to be true? Then go online to boomerboost.com today and sign up for a free consultation with a product specialist, or just give us a call at 1-800-861-4609. Again, that's boomerboost.com, or call 1-800-861-4609 to join the thousands already experiencing the benefits of Boomers Forever Young products.
Looking to grow and align your brand with celebrities and other established brands? Your brand is all about your entire customer experience. Everything from your logo, your website, your social media experiences, the way you answer the phone, to the way your customers experience your staff. So why not let us help you get your branding right from the start? At EasyWay Promotions, we are a new class of professionals providing first-class online branding, promotion, social media, website development, editing, graphic design, public relations, media, SEO, and online advertising to give your business the competitive edge to stand out. Our highly experienced experts will not only help you increase your online presence, but also provide you with a proven online strategy to help you increase the value of your company and make acquiring new customers easier. So what are you waiting for? Contact us today and let us help you grow your business exponentially.
For more information, contact 424-209-9290 or visit easywaypromotions.com. That's letter E, letter Z. We also encourage you to like our Facebook page at EasyWay Promotions.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And remember the awards, 50 nominees, 50 press, and all kinds of performers. You go to easywayawards.com. And the High Hopes, Eric Varenthal and Friends concert, Easyway Cares episode comes out on the Easyway Network Roku channel under Easyway Cares TV. Now, guys, over the years, Reatha and I have explained to you there's things you got to do and research you got to do to get your act together financially. And we always at the end say, look, you got to talk to a professional and get advice. I mean, because they have the expertise. Well, the lady we have on today, our guest today, Hanna Horenstein, has these credentials. She has been a coach and a mentor, financial advisor for 20 years, okay? So she knows what she's talking about. And we need this. And guys, going back a few decades, you need this too. So you got to listen when she speaks because, ignorance can be very costly. I've made a lot of financial mistakes, putting too many eggs in one basket. They say the average boomer made $44,000 a year. Is supposed to retire with 11 times that. Well, let's find out what Hanna has to say. Hanna, you on with us? Okay. Reatha, are you in there?
I'm here. There we go,
okay.
Hanna.
We got Hanna
Can
with
you hear
us?
me?
Okay,
Yeah,
Hanna.
I'm here.
Okay, Hanna,
Hi.
This is Reatha Gray, Betty White's co-star from Off the Rockers. This is Hanna Horenstein, Reatha.
Good morning, Hanna.
Good morning.
And Reatha, you and I have talked about this for years. Talk to a professional. We've made too many mistakes. So Hanna, I mentioned that a lot of us boomers, they make about $45,000 a year, and they're supposed to retire with 11 times that amount, which is about $1 million. But in reality, they haven't done that, which you know. So here we are, and there's so much advice. And we would like to, if you're not busy today, have you on for the next 3 hours. What do you think of that?
That'd be fun. It still wouldn't be enough, though, but...
No, 20 years. Well, so Hanna, you're an expert in this field. Why is Hanna a financial advisor? Why did she take that path? Why aren't you an architect, a doctor, whatever? What brought you to this situation?
Sure. Great question. Well, for me, it was really my personal experience with this knowledge. I never knew I wanted to get into this industry. This wasn't anything I thought that I would be passionate about. My passion was real estate, and ever since I was a little girl, that was something that I loved. Probably because I grew up in a family of real estate, and I did that from the time I was 18 years old. I just couldn't really have any kind of stability in terms of income. As most real estate agents experience, it's very up and down, it's very competitive, you're commission only. And so, but I played the game and I tried, ended up starting my own business in real estate, trying to do marketing for agents. I figured if I couldn't sell homes, I would try to help other agents sell homes. I actually created a website, finding out 25 years ago, really, a little bit before its time, to help other realtors market online. We were one of the first ones to do it. And that failed. That failed literally, before we really even got started. Once the website went up, we pretty much were down. And then I got into the mortgage industry. So, helping clients who already owned a home at least get a refinance or get them into a home with financing. So here I am, in the real estate industry, helping people with loans and, dealing with interest rates and finance. And I didn't really understand what I was doing. I just worked for different banks, worked for different, mortgage companies. And I ended up, a friend of mine started with this financial services company and invited me to a seminar. And didn't want to go, but, she wouldn't really give me too much information about what she was doing. And the only way I would be able to find out was if I attended a seminar. So I did. And in the seminar, they were basically teaching us basic concepts about money. And most of it went right over my head. I was 22 years old, and the last thing that I wanted to hear about was, retirement or insurance or financial planning or any of that kind of stuff. None of that was going to interest me at all. But they talked about this one concept that was called compound interest, the Rule of 72, and they drew out some examples about the difference of what happens to your money depending on what return. So the truth of it was that I didn't have anything saved. So as they were kind of going through, if you're going to earn, this is what will happen with it. If you're earning 4%, this is what will happen. If you're earning 10%, this is what will happen. And again, I had nothing
that
saved.
That opened up your eyes.
It did, but the funny thing was is that because I didn't have anything to put away, because I was beyond paycheck to paycheck, I was living on my credit cards. I remember thinking, this isn't for me because I can't invest. I don't have any money to invest. So it kind of I kind of glazed over it. But then what the speaker said was, this rule also affects you when it comes to credit cards, and these interest rates affect your credit card debt, because if you're not paying off your credit cards, these interest rates make your debt compound too. And I was sitting in the room. I had $30,000 of credit card debt at 30% interest, and I started doing the math, and it was at that moment I realized that I was in trouble, and so it was for that reason that, it was almost out of desperation that I knew I had to do something, and that was what, brought me into the financial services industry.
And see, you were there, and we've all been there, but that was a wake-up call, and you reached out to help other people, and you've changed so many lives by getting them out of that kind of debt. And you could see that 30%, that's pretty high, how that really gets you in a hole, and it's hard to get out of that when you're paying that kind of interest.
Yeah.
But you got the real estate too, so if you plan it right, these are life-changing situations, by the knowledge you had, and then getting a property or whatever, and it affects you the rest of your life, or it puts you in debt the rest of your life.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was so much more to it that I learned. Number one, it's that most people they just simply don't make enough money at their jobs, and life is expensive. I mean, every day you have to spend money on things, and most that extra stuff goes on credit cards, and then the compound effect of the interest rates. At some point you just end up in a situation you don't realize you're in, but you're in trouble, and you're almost like in a whirlpool, and until you realize that you're there, it's really hard to get out, and it's very, very hard to get out. And so many people right now are in that same situation.
Like
absolutely.
Like back 30 years ago, we sat around thinking, okay, if we're going to plan for retirement, but 30 years ago, you can't plan what's going to happen like where we are today. The cost of homes, the cost of taxes, and taking your kids and then your grandkids. I mean, you would expect maybe Disneyland. Well, let's see, let's budget in $30 to go to Disneyland, and now it's hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And all the other scenarios, remodeling your house costs not $2,000, costs you $80,000. We didn't plan on all that back then. So, what, overall, where do you see some of the biggest problems? Is it the millennials? Well, maybe not the Xers, but what do you see with the baby boomers and that? Not enough money saved, not enough planning. What do you think is one of the problems you see overall?
For the boomers, my honest opinion is that nobody's educating them. They don't even know what their problems. They don't even know what their problems are.
Yeah.
They have no clue. They have no clue what's coming. And I'll just give you an example from something that happened last night. I have these clients that I'm working with, and I had them over my house last night to discuss their situation. And the wife is 55 years old, and the husband is 61. And the husband, he works from 7 a.m. until 1 a.m. in the morning, essentially, 4 to 5 days a week, and he's earning about, $8,000 a month, which sounds like a lot, but not for that schedule. And then the wife works part-time, as she's raising her children, and, makes maybe another, $2,000 a month. But they live, in a nice town out here in California, so they're paycheck to paycheck, barely getting by. And they've managed to save about $40,000 so far between the two of them. And so she's 55, he's 61, and they have $40,000 saved. And she has a small life insurance policy. He has no life insurance, and they're still trying to put another child through college. And then they want to retire in 8 years. And so they're coming to me now, and they're asking me, how are they going to be able to retire in 8 years? And because they're both self-employed, they're not going to get a lot in Social Security because they haven't paid into Social Security a lot. So now the question, and where are they saving their money? They're saving it in the bank. So they're taking some of their paycheck and they're putting it into the bank where they're getting, essentially 1%. So they haven't been growing their money. So what that says is that they are not financially literate at all. nobody's educated them over time what to do with their money.
No.
So
they go day to day.
Now, you guys are obviously not, in the industry, but even from what I just told you, you could probably solve the issues that I just described just from what I said, right?
Yeah.
So when you map it out, you can see what the problems are, and you could probably say, well, this needs to change, this needs to change, this needs to change, this needs to change. The problem is that nobody's sitting down in that way and mapping it out and saying, okay, this is where we're at, this is what we have, this is when we want to retire, and this is what we're going to need in the future. So, if you were to just do that, you could come up with some solutions. But it starts with that.
And Hannah, one of the things when you're 35, 40, you don't want to, you get up and you go to work and you do your thing. You don't think of sitting down, picking up the phone, or looking on your phone and looking up some information on investing in a life insurance policy or some kind of fund for the future. But yet, if you do that at 35 or 40, you're talking about putting away a small amount of money to wind up with a big amount of money compared to somebody our age. We put a lot of money away every month to get a couple dollars. They want $300 or $400, and you wind up with that amount, maybe a $30,000 policy. But if you do it when you're young, you get a $200,000 or $300,000 policy by putting a little bit away. Take advantage of those years, But you probably don't have the people coming at you unless they're a little bit older, right?
Well, the reality of it is that, the industry right now is it's too small. We don't have enough people doing what we do. If you take a look right now, there are so many people out there selling real estate. And, I don't know the exact numbers, but, I've done the research. There are so many people out there trying to sell homes, but there are not a lot of people in our industry. In fact, there's a huge shortage. So right now, our company alone, we're expanding like crazy. We're looking for people that want to get, involved to help families, because this is something that's becoming epidemic. They just did a study, that I think it's half the millennials out there have nothing saved at all. Lots of families will not be able to retire. So it is epidemic. And so we're, we alone, I know, are expanding rapidly, trying to, bring people on board and teach them how to help other families, because how else are we going to do it? We need more people doing this.
So you've been through the roller coaster.
Well, how would people get in touch with you because clearly we all need help. I know I'm one of those who did not plan well. So how would people get in touch with you to acquire your services?
Well, they can go to my Facebook page. They can message me through Facebook. They can call me. I'm not sure if I should give my phone number here, or I can list my phone number.
Where's your Facebook page? Yeah, what's the name of your Facebook page?
It's Hanna Liza, Liza, and then it's Siegel-Horenstein.
Hanna Liza Siegel-Horenstein.
Yes.
And Hanna, you've worked with some notable individuals. Do you want to share any experiences that you've had coming into the Easy Way as a member, and any kind of situations you've run into, and how that's benefited you?
Definitely. I just became a member of Easy Way recently. But it's, I was just thinking about that on the way over here. It's been fantastic. I think that the network you guys have created has been amazing, and we've already met some incredible people. I think you guys have, I've spoken to a lot of people because we are very well connected, and we do work with, a lot of celebrities and a lot of people in the entrepreneur network. And a lot of people make a lot of promises and then don't deliver, and that's really in a lot of industries. But Easy Way definitely delivers. You guys are definitely ones that do what you say, and we've been able to make some great connections. And I know it's just the beginning, so this is a relationship I'm very, very excited about.
I appreciate that, because I've heard that too over the years, being Eric's father, and they've just told me that, wow, your son delivers, and they're just amazed.
He does.
He said he not only delivers, he said the bucket's over full.
it's crazy. He spoke on stage, and I listened to him, and he really caught my attention, and I had to walk up to him, and I said, hey, I really would like to work with you. You've got something going here. So definitely excited about this relationship for sure.
Oh, this would be exciting, yeah. And I appreciate you coming on the show. I know you're a busy lady, and I know the ride has been very interesting for you. We'll have to have you back sometime. With the interest rates and the seconds and the real estate and the finances going up and down over the years, it's really exciting in a way. I mean, it could be beneficial, and sometimes if you don't pay attention, it's not. So you have to listen to people like Hanna. We tell everybody, talk to your financial advisor. She has the experience. Well, thank you, Hanna, for coming on, and I'd like to have you back again, and looking forward to meeting you and doing things in the future with you and everything else, and getting some financial advice.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Okay.
Thanks for being here.
I told you
Thank
this
you.
is what it's all about. Hanna is so experienced, and if more of us listened to Hanna 20 years ago, we'd be in better shape today. But with that,
if I had listened to anybody 20 years ago, or if I had talked to somebody. So this is the time. You've got the opportunity. You've got the person. Check her out.
Oh yeah, Hanna Horenstein. She knows the financial industry. So with that, Reatha, we're talking about a commercial here, and then let's go
and then on to Carmelita's Corner.
Here we go.
Welcome to EasyWayBroadcasting.com, your one-stop shop getaway to corporate Hollywood. EasyWay specializes in red carpets and will enhance your experience. EasyWayBroadcasting.com is top-ranked on Alexa and houses the EasyWay TV Film On channel, podcast radio station, and EasyWay magazine. Learn more about the beautiful EasyWay Angels and follow their events calendar. For more information, visit EasyWayBroadcasting.com and click on About Us or call 424-209-9290. Don't forget to subscribe to the website and follow EasyWay on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages for amazing updates and opportunities. Remember, that's letter E and letter Z, because, well, we do it the easy way.
You are about to experience Carmelita's Corner. Carmelita's song Rosebud made it to the top 40s with the godfather of soul, James Brown. She's the founder of the Rose Breast Cancer Society. Now here's your host, Carmelita Pittman.
Good morning, everyone. It's a good morning, isn't it? Well, it certainly is. I'm here today with a very special lady. She is so gorgeous. I wish this radio show had X-ray vision. She is a former beauty queen of Bombay, Miss Bombay, and she is also Mrs. India USA 2018-2019. And I'm sure she will shine many, many, many more years to come. She comes to us by way of Punjab, India, and she moved to where she could pursue her interest in attaining a MBA from the University of Bombay, and she is now in Los Angeles as an entrepreneur. She's done so many things with her life. She's a director. She's one of the greatest stars of Bollywood, and I'm sure you've all heard of Bollywood. In fact, I think they are really making more movies than Hollywood. She has brains to match her beauty as an entrepreneur, and she's also a pageant coach. And I now welcome Ms. Kimi Verma. Good morning, Kimi. I'm wondering if she made her trip yet to the radio show. Do we have Kimi? Good morning. I think she's having a little tech challenge connecting here. So can we go to break and try again? I'm hearing somebody there. Is that Kimi? Maybe we can put the music on again while we're connecting with Kimi.
Hello?
Yes. Good morning. Do we have Kimi?
Yes, good morning.
Okay. I thought that
doing?
perhaps maybe you were taking the scenic route on the train or the plane.
No, I was taking the traffic route.
You were taking the traffic route. Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Well, that's a story in itself. I can imagine. Sometimes the traffic can be a challenge. But anyway, good morning. We're glad that you made it. And I was just introducing you, so the audience has basically heard most of what I had to say about your introduction, and welcome.
Thank you. Very good morning to you. It's a wonderful day, and thank you. Pleasure to be
here. Yes. Are you in the area where you have your business now, downtown? I know downtown traffic can be really amazing.
Yes, I'm in downtown. It is amazing in every way, and the traffic too. Yes.
Yeah, well, I was telling them about part of your background. To see your picture, of course, we all know that you are a beauty queen. And also, you are one of Bollywood's brightest stars. And can you tell us, when you were pursuing your MBA in Bombay, what that was all about? I'm not really quite sure what an MBA is.
It's MBA is Management of Business Studies, so business administration. So it's basically business. And I was studying my business, and I was studying business. That was my major. And while doing that, I did some movies in India as well. So fortunately, all of them became big hits. So I could be in the limelight and have my studies and my business together. So I was very fortunate.
Yes, well, you have all of the qualifications, so, that all goes hand in hand. Can you tell us about your experience as a movie star in Bollywood?
It has been nothing less than amazing. I started when I was just 15 years old. I was in school, and that's when I got an opportunity to do my first movie. And then I did that movie. Took like a couple of years to be made, and then that movie did very well, and then I got some more offers and did more. But I have to say that it is it's really a very nice, interesting life as a glamorous movie star. It's, of course, like, I cannot say anything bad about it. It has been awesome. So yes, and you feel blessed. You're like, because so many people try to get into limelight and do movies and media, and then I really got the opportunity, and I could do it well, and so it has been nice. It has been really good.
That is wonderful, and you're one of the fortunate ones, because sometimes I hear stories that the glamorous life of the movies is not always so glamorous, but I think you were an exception. And I've seen some of the movies from India, the beautiful costumes, and I've always loved the music. I grew up with a stepfather Shirazuddin from Pakistan, and
Wow.
he, as a little girl, as a child, I was introduced into that culture of India, and I've always loved the beauty of it and the people, the food. Of course, I love the food, and now we have more of the culture of India here in the States. I remember that he was thinking about opening a restaurant when I was a little girl, of introducing the East Indian food to the States.
Right.
But now we have more and more, presence, and I'm so glad, because America, the beauty of America is all of the different cultures that we have here. I mean, from representing everywhere in the world. You can be in California and you can go to China, you can go to Japan,
Right.
you can go everywhere. I mean, Mexico and on and on. And I just think it's wonderful. I love it.
You're so right. Exactly that. America is so welcoming these days, especially. It's like you have everything here. It's like a melting pot, and you have access to every culture, every kind of food, and it's really encouraging to see. And I'm glad to hear that you've seen some Indian movies, which are like a lot of costumes and dancing and singing, and a lot of melodramatic stuff. So it's fun. Good to hear that. Good to hear that.
Yes, as a matter of fact, when I was a little girl, not only was I amazed and enthralled with the culture, but my stepfather, Shirazuddin, made it possible for me to learn how to do the Hindu Manipuri dance. And I learned that from Bhupesh Guha, who was my teacher. I was about 9 years old. And then, they had me performing that dance at their different events, the special events from the emissaries coming over. And the ambassador of India actually was a guest in our home. This was when I was very small. My stepfather and my mom, they were more or less the social host, here in Los Angeles to the emissaries coming over. So it was really a great experience and learning, of the cultures as a little girl.
Wow, I am super impressed. Even I cannot do that dance, the Manipuri one. I really can't. India is a big country. We have zillion languages and zillion kind of cultures and many different kind of dances. But that one is a difficult one. I'm so impressed with you. Even I can't do
Oh
that.
my goodness! Well, Bhupesh, he's gone on to glory now. I don't believe he's with us anymore. I haven't seen him in years, but he wanted to give me a scholarship at the time that I was studying with him, and I still have some of the notes, that he gave to me, and it's just really a beautiful dance. It's like speaking through movement.
Right.
It's a language of its own,
Correct.
Yeah. So, can you tell us about some of the movies that you made?
Most of the movies that I made had like a female character, which was the center of the movies, which was very good. And the one that's very close to my heart in that, my character was of a 15-year-old young girl who runs away from her family, who falls in love with a bad guy. Indian movies, there's always a good guy, then there's always a bad guy. So in that movie, I had fallen in love with the bad guy. It happens.
Yes.
It's just and in the movie, there were so many. Once she realizes he's a bad guy, she runs to a different city with him, and then she really cries and blames herself for putting her family down and not listening to anybody. I think that movie kind of and that was a movie in which I mean, as an actor, we all, when it's a crying scene, when you're emotional, we all automatically get emotional. And I don't know a single actor who can do a scene of crying just with glycerin tears. The tears automatically start coming. You get into the role. And I think that was very close to my heart. I could feel that how so many girls, they end up, ruining the important years of their lives just by making mistakes of following the wrong man and, falling in love with the wrong person. But
Yeah.
that movie, yeah, it happens to everybody in every country at all age, like every age. Like, it happens, and that movie did very very well. And I got so many compliments by saying that so many girls had tears in their eyes when they saw it. It reminded them of their time. It reminded them of like, oh my God, what the hell? So I think that was like really good. Like I love to do roles where normal people can be reminded of an emotional side of their life when they were hurt and they felt bad when they were put down by somebody, because almost everybody has been hurt at some point or the other. So I know I should be doing movies where if I can make people laugh only, but I think these are really close to my heart. It just makes people reflect, and so that was my thing.
Well, it is a universal theme. In fact, I wrote a song called "Evil Man," and it's basically about the same thing about being in love with somebody who was not good for them.
Right.
But that's, like you said, it's part of life. It happens to many people.
Yeah. Or maybe, it's designed that way. It's like you're supposed to go through these kind of things. Well, most of the people do go through something like this. I don't know. Maybe this is nature's way. I don't know. Like there's nothing. And another funny part is when you're falling in love, there is no control. Does not matter what. There's no control.
Yes, because you're thinking with your emotions and not your brain. So, yeah, it makes it a challenge. But I also think that it makes us stronger when we have experiences that build our character, and so in everyone's life there is some rain, but the good part about the rain is because it doesn't always rain, because we get to see the sunshine and appreciate the sunshine even more. But, I'm keeping one eye on the clock, and I'm realizing, that the time is going. And before we leave, I have a few things that I need to say. There's a big event coming up on August the 30th, the Easy Way first award event for the Wall of Fame. And there is a way to learn more about it by visiting the website at easywayevents.com and easywayawards.com. And there's so many more things. And there's going to be a press release coming up about that, too, anyway, on the 29th to tell people more. But they have at least 50 main draws there coming. And I hope that you think about it. And the other thing I want to talk about is that you yourself, being an entrepreneur, that you have your own website, and I would like for you to announce that while we're on the air.
Sure. I have been in business for so many years. I have started like a marketing website for small businesses, small to medium-sized businesses. It's just that it's very difficult in today's world for a business to do well if they don't market their product. The world is so used to seeing the product before they buy. Like they're so used to, the penetration has to go through the eye first. So you have to show them what you are and what you do. So we excel in video marketing, because videos are the ones that stick to a person's mind when they think of a product. So we really excel in that. And it's in my name, it's KimiVerma.com, and that's what I do. And then I have a dresses website, which is Shal K Dresses, and I do make couture dresses, like evening gowns for pageants and red carpet events. That's what I do.
That's quite an undertaking. And again, I want to spell out your name. Is spelled Kimi, Verma, VERMA .com.
Yeah.
And we'd like for everybody.
Thank you. Yeah.
I would like everybody to check you out. Okay, and I want to also thank you for being a guest. We're we're going to just go on out now, and thank you so much.
It was a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Smartphone, cell phone, PC, Mac, tablet, iPad. That's right. It's tech time.
I discovered something this week that I can do on the iPhone that I had no idea was possible. So I just want to share that with you today. And it's recording video that's on your iPhone screen. So you actually record it and you can save it. And then you can edit it. You can do anything you want to with it. I found this to be wonderful. And I'm talking about being able to capture video that's on anything, somebody's Facebook page, on YouTube. You can actually capture it and edit it off of your phone. Now, the way you do this is you go to Settings, and then you go to the setting for Control Center, and then you touch on Customize Controls. Then you tap next to the screen recording, because that's actually what you're going to be doing. You're going to be videotaping what's on the screen. This is great if you're doing instructional videos, because you can actually just record exactly what you're doing on your screen. So you go to screen recording, and then you swipe to get your control center, and then you'll see a little button there that has a circle with a button in the middle. And when you press on that, it'll give a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then it'll start recording the screen. So you can go whatever website you want to go to. You can start recording the video tutorial that you want to do. And it's amazing. I used to wonder, how do people do these tutorials? How do they get pictures of what's happening on the screen? That's what you can do. Now, you can Google, how do you video iPhone screen? And I'm sure you can do it with any phone, but I only know about iPhone, so that's the only thing I can talk about for sure. But you Google, how do you video iPhone screen, and you will get tutorials that'll pop up that'll show you how to do it. And it doesn't matter what type of phone you have. You probably can just look under your particular phone model, whether it's an iPhone 10 or an iPhone 8. I'm not sure that you can do it on all models, but I know you can do it on iPhone 10. And I discovered this by accident. I don't know what I pushed, but I was watching the Steve Harvey show, and when I finished, I ended it, and it said, do you want to play back the recording or edit the recording? And I said, what recording? And then I Googled, how do you do it? And I figured it out. It's a wonderful thing, especially if you're making tutorials or you just want to capture something and edit that little bit and send it to somebody else. So that's my tech time for today. I hope you enjoy video recording what's already on your screen. And now, let's move over to Jim's Gems.
Okay,
Yes.
baby boomers, it's time for Gems from Jim.
I don't know if Reatha told you she's working on a Reatha robot. It's a new AI situation we're going to have, and it works. Anyway, just picking on Reatha. So, baby boomer bennies for you guys. All right, we got Epic Times, seniorliving.org found an article, and a couple little bennies for you, so you can go on the archive show and check it out, or take some notes here. So you have discounts when you're eating out. Or you can go to some of the Taco Bell. They give you free drinks sometimes. McDonald's, Wendy's, IHOP, Golden Corral, Denny's, Perkins, Subway, Old Country Buffet, Burger King, and more. Long John Silver's, just to name a few. You got to ask for them though. You might have to show your ID if you're a younger-looking baby boomer. I don't have to show my ID. But a little bit here, a little bit there, it all helps. Born in 1963, take $3,120 off your mortgage with a new government enhanced relief program. Congress recently passed a new government program called the Freddie Mac Enhanced Relief Refinance Initiative. This program is designed to reduce their payments $3,120 a year. All right, that's a pretty good deal. Seniors 55 and older get $1 million tax-free life insurance. All right, these are all things you can research. I don't have time to go through them all now. Groceries, go to the checkout stand in your grocery store, see if you get a senior discount. It all adds up. Be like getting those coupons. Get free membership to Senior Discount Club. Sign up, 70% off at many of the stores. Fast food discounts, and what we covered. There's such a long list I can't read them all. Shopping at Kohl's, Walgreens, Goodwill, many more. Just again, ask about these discounts. 100,000. Survey our website. You may qualify for a cash-out payment for home improvements, pay debt, go on vacation, whatever, mortgage discounts. A lot of stuff involved there. And then we have auto insurance could be released. You may be eligible for a discount, and it could be substantial. So that's pretty cool. Pay off credit card debt, senior assistance programs there. Home repair programs through a new home warranty program. And that is definitely an issue sometimes when you're in a strict budget and then the water heater goes out. Well, the water heater was $80. Nope, not anymore. Go to some of your Home Depot or check the prices out on a furnace or a water heater. They're getting expensive. Save 70% on life insurance and get a free, in some situations, get a free home security system. Cash back credit card programs for seniors. Get thousands on car repair. Well, years ago we used to be able to pop the hood open, and it would cost me about $25 to put in a starter and alternator or generator back for the older cars. Easy to unbolt and pop a new one in there or get a rebuilt one. Not anymore. I don't even open the hood anymore. It's just all electronic. And there's just so many benefits. And you just have to look into it and research it. Some of these benefits, when you add them up, I never did the coupons, but when you go to stores over a period of years, this stuff all adds up. And you could take one of these entities and wind up paying off a bill. And the High Hopes brain injury, all right, Eric Marenthal episode is now on search Easy Way on Roku, the Easy Way Cares TV. And Reatha, I'll tell you, we got to pay attention to some of that stuff because I don't know about you, but I haven't been doing that. And once in a while, at like Home Depot, you get a discount, so I have the VA card and stuff. But, it adds up, all that little stuff.
Oh, I've started asking for my discounts. I used to not ask, and I've learned almost every place has senior discounts of one or another. And they don't just give them to you. You do have to ask.
Oh, yeah. Like you say, it's like in the restaurants now. They used to give you water and straws and all that stuff, and now it's an ask for thing. And but I'll tell you, sometimes I'll go like, "Oh, really? We get a free drink?" I'll take advantage of that. But then again, I gotta watch the drinks, no more sweets. But you're talking about the discounts on insurance and all that, and I'm gonna research some of these programs, get more in depth because. There's one of them that you can look into this one thing at a site, and you get like $200 or $300 that's been waiting for you in some situation somewhere.
I know. I have a friend who walks around with all of her senior discounts in her purse. So if we say all of a sudden, oh, let's go out to lunch and say, okay, what do I have coupons for? And she's got 2-for-1 freebies, all kinds of stuff for seniors.
And Reatha, we are upgrading and revamping EasyWayNetwork.com. Now it will be a hub for everything EasyWay and login portal for the members. You'll be able to find all the EasyWay service tools, EasyWay promotions, EasyWay TV, EasyWay events, EasyWay Cares, EasyWay Business, and Speaking, and so much more. EasyWayNetwork.com. And it's just growing and growing and growing. And, and the press release for the awards goes out on July 28th. You can see our nominees, EasyWayEvents.com, and vote. And vote for who you want to win. And it's all exciting. And Reatha, with that, we're going to be signing off on this portion of the show, and we're going to be going into the baby boomer benefits portion of our show with Gerald Kane. And this is knocking everybody's socks off because so many people have red foreheads. Because why? They're listening to Jerry and they're hitting themselves in the forehead going, why didn't I look into this sooner? Because that's what I did. There's so
well,
many
I'm going to
benefits.
turn it over to you and Jerry, and the two of you just have a wonderful time talking about finance. And I'll talk to you next week at 10 a.m.
All right, Reatha. So we got baby boomer benefits with Gerald L. Kane, attorney and the expertise and an author of Unraveling the Secrets. This is where you find out stuff, the deep, hidden secrets. Gerald, you on with me?
Yes, I am. Good morning, Jim. How are you doing?
Okay, there he is. And I'm great. And I'll tell you, everybody's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to hear all this stuff because there's so many situations we don't know about. And I think that's what the word is. And a lot of people just don't know what's going on out there. It's just one of the problems we have. It's called complacency or whatever you want to call it. But tell us a little bit about what's going on and what you see happening with the baby boomers, or not happening, I should say, as far as the financial.
Well, welcome to our segment. This is, as you mentioned, Gerald Kane. I'm an attorney and a financial advisor. And, we're here to tell you about all the legal options and strategies that you may not know that you have available to protect your assets, both legally and financially, and make sure that everything is integrated into one holistic approach. That's the beauty of working with us, is that we're able to wear both hats and we're able to make sure that all the pieces are working together and fitting together well. If you're a veteran, this show is especially important to you because we're going to be talking a lot about veterans' benefits, and in particular, today we're going to be talking about a little-known hidden benefit where a veteran who is over 65 or 100% disabled, or their surviving spouses can get up to over $2,000 a month in tax-free benefits for the rest of their life. But the key is you got to apply and you got to qualify. We've sat down with so many veterans and so many families, and I'll tell you that, they ask us, could I have been doing this 5 years ago? Could I have applied and gotten benefits for the last 5 years? And I tell them, yes, you could have qualified, but unfortunately you didn't apply. So if you don't apply, you can't qualify. And I'm going to give you, some more information on it in just a minute, but I want to let you know that there's a couple of ways that you can get in touch with us. You can easily call our office at 818-905-6088, and our team will pre-qualify you over the phone at no charge. So if you're not sure whether you can qualify or not, just give us a call, and we'll help you figure that out. And also, we have a book coming out called Unraveling the Secrets to VA Benefits. If you text the word VET, V-E-T, just take out your cell phone, text the word VET to 818-532-5688, 5332. You're going to get a free digital copy once that book's available. And in the meantime, you'll get our 20-page guide that is going to give you a synopsis of some of the stuff we're going to talk about today. With that, Jim, I know a lot of people have a lot of questions about how do you qualify for this benefit. Is that right?
Oh, there's so many people. You know, they might hear somebody talking, and they go, "Oh, that sounds interesting," but then they go home and they're lost. There's so many books and so much on the internet, and so they turn on the TV and they don't bother with it, and they're losing out. So that's what it's all about, getting them this information.
Yeah.
But
unfortunately,
Gerald, one of the things is they're very complacent. We're not talking about all ages, but when you get to a certain age, sometimes you just become complacent, and you really got to push some of these people to, hey, look, this is what's out there. But on the other side of the coin, they are becoming more aware of this online stuff and using the phone or the computer. So all is not lost.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. I'll tell you that, it's unfortunate that, at least 9 out of 10 people I talk to, try it yourself if you're out there listening, to walk up to 10 people, and I guarantee you 9 of them have not heard of this benefit. It is called pension or improved special pension. And if you've heard of it, it's called aid in attendance. That's incorrect, because that's not what it's called. That's actually just a rating. And it gets very confusing and very complicated. I won't go into that, but if you call up the VA and you say, I want aid in attendance, they're going to put you in the wrong department. They're going to have no idea what you're talking about. So to qualify for this benefit, all you had to have done was serve 90 days continuously and 1 day during an active wartime period. So you didn't have to serve very long, and you didn't have to be in active duty very long, just 1 day. You did have to serve during an active wartime period, which for boomers out there, that's World War II and possibly Korea. And then there's also Vietnam. And for our younger veterans out there, the millennials, and those too can qualify if they served in the Gulf War. But people often ask me, did you have to actually have served in Vietnam? Did you have to actually have what we call boots on the ground? And I'll tell you, the answer is no. You did not have to actually have boots on the ground. You could have had a desk job here stateside. So there's no requirement that in most cases that you served in country, and you can still qualify for this benefit. So go ahead and give us a call, and we'll help you figure out if you qualify. And if you're not certain, why not give us a call? We'll look at everything and bring you in at no charge and determine for you if you can potentially qualify for this benefit.
So Terry, a quick review. Now, you were in the military, but you didn't have, because sometimes they'll hear this, like, oh, well, yeah, I was in the Vietnam era or Korea, but I didn't actually serve in Korea or Vietnam. But you could still qualify even though you weren't in a war zone.
That is correct. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, and what was that last benefit you mentioned briefly?
Well, we're talking about in general what's called pension or improved special pension.
Okay.
And this is different than service-connected compensation. So some of the veterans out there might be getting compensation, which is a little different. That's if you're rated 10% disabled for hearing loss or 30% disabled because you got hearing loss and a bad back. You may be getting $300 or so a month. You can get this benefit instead of getting the service connected, and this benefit's going to be higher. So for those of you who aren't getting what you would consider as enough compensation for your injury, you may want to look into, can you qualify for non-service connected pension, which is what we're talking about. And again, just give us a call at 818-905-6088. And also you can text the word VET to 818-532-5332. Jim, do we want to open up the phone line to see if there's anybody out there who might be listening who has some questions about this particular benefit, or in any particular question about anything,
sure,
benefits that might be available to them financially or legally?
Yeah, we had we haven't opened up the line for the segment now because we're just starting the segment, and
okay.
This is our introductory portion, the first several shows, and then we'll be opening up our lines. But now, real quick on the last one on the pension. Now, is that just for medical situations? Because you said people that had not served, they were in the period of time during a war zone or during wartime, but they hadn't served and they didn't have a injury due to a military situation, but they can still receive benefits?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Everybody could potentially get basic pension, and then if you are either rated housebound or aid in attendance, you can get an additional benefits. Now, to be rated aid in attendance, which is the highest level, again, your injury does not have to be related to service in any way. But due to getting a bit older, you're having difficulty getting in and out of a bed or in and out of a chair, or having a hard time due to arthritis, putting on clothing, or getting medication mixed up, or just need a little bit more help with walking or dressing or bathing, all of those things, or due to maybe due to a mental capacity or physical impairment, you need a more protective environment. Sometimes things like dementia, Alzheimer's, or Parkinson's, or those types of things can lead to you needing more help and a more protective environment. You can automatically qualify in those situations. Don't worry about
in the world of the veterans, because you're covering the baby boomers and everything. But what have you seen are some of the things that stand out when veterans come to you? Is it just lack of knowledge on a lot of these situations? What are some of the primary issues that you see with some of the vets?
Well, like I said, usually it's lack of knowledge, not knowing how to qualify, and in general, when we're talking about any baby boomer benefit, when we're talking about veterans benefits or Medi-Cal, or how does VA benefits affect Medi-Cal, or vice versa, and just in general, I think that they make these rules so complicated so nobody can figure them out that you need experts to try to figure it out. And I've had people come in here with doctorate degrees and lawyers and physicians and hospital administrators, and they're like, I can't figure this stuff out, but I'm glad you can, because it's just really complicated, and sometimes, again, you may or may not be certain whether you can qualify or not. There are certain asset and income limitations.
But we don't have the key, or we don't know where the keys are to open up that treasure chest full of benefits. And
that is,
you wonder why they make it so complicated. What's that all about?
I don't know. they just do. But but luckily, we can help you navigate the waters, help you, figure out this maze of confusion. Whether you're, in a pre-need situation where you are starting to need these benefits, might need them in 3 to 5 years from now, or if you're in a crisis where you need benefits now, we're here to help you figure out what you can and can't do, both from a legal standpoint and a financial standpoint, so that the two are properly integrated together. And we're going to be talking more about in the future, some of the things that you can be doing to make sure that you're getting the most tax-advantaged vehicles and the best types of insurance and various things like that can help you, in the future, have more assets available for retirement. And also, if you have a situation where you immediately need additional assets to pay for long-term care, which we know is very expensive, costing upward of $8,000 to $10,000 a month, which can, even somebody who has $1 million in savings, imagine that's gone very, very quickly. So
and then
we want to plan for all those things.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And situations where the kids who are in their 60s, they have found out from the offices over there at the retirement home that the money has run out. They have to start working on the equity in their home, and they attach that, and then they're surprised. It's like, oh boy. But anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot that people don't know about, and even when it comes to the home, properly protecting the home so that if it might need to be sold later on, you don't lose veterans benefits or lose Medi-Cal benefits. You need to be thinking about these things, and our elder protection plan basically allows us to pre-plan so that when you need benefits 3 to 5 years from now, you can immediately qualify. And again, for those that are more in a crisis, we can get you the benefits now.
Well, this is a gold mine of information, Gerald, and we appreciate you having a segment on the show. And guys, we're going to start opening up the lines to everyone. And this is I'm listening to this going like, wow. But time's running out. Time has ran out, and we got to wrap up, Gerald. And we appreciate you with all your knowledge and information again. And
yes, this is going to be a regular.
Oh yeah.
This is going to be a regular segment every week. We'll hope to catch you next week at 11 a.m. Save up your questions, and for now, this is Gerald Kane with Baby Boomer Benefits, and signing off. Make it a booming week and a bright future. And thank you, Jim. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week.
And guys, remember EasywayFunnels.com. The Easyway Network channel will soon be on Apple TV, Amazon for those that have Roku. Easyway Broadcasting now has its own Roku network and has also been approved to be on iHeartRadio. So go to EasywayPromotions.com, subscribe to Easyway TV, or text Easyway TV to 55678 for updates. And the August 30th Easyway Awards Golden Carpet event, soon to be, will be supporting Chalk Children's Hospital. And it's going to be a star-studded event. This is also exciting. So the Chalk Children's Foundation, and it's live on Easyway TV. So guys, Radio Boomers Live signing out next Monday morning. Keep active, keep moving, and keep the faith. Till next Monday, we'll talk to you then. Radio Boomers Live out.
Thank you for listening to Radio Boomers Live with your hosts, Reatha Gray, star Betty White's Off Their Rockers, and Easy's dad, Jim Zuley. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Radio Boomers Live. Radio Boomers Live is brought to you by the Easyway Broadcasting Network. That's the letter E, the letter Z, Broadcasting Network.